Nick Nat might do it himself. He couldn't. Denied again. Lukosius just to get a kick away from Witts was at least stalled the Eagles, but they're back at the top of the square with the dangerous Darling and Kennedy. Take your pick. Take your pick. And it's Kennedy that kicks it.
He likes to do this a bit, get on the move and change his angle. Look at the athleticism and the follow-up. That's why he was an All-Australian last year. Kennedy's looked super dangerous. Just too big and too strong on that occasion. Striking them well. Look at that. Couldn't have kicked it any better. There you can see back-to-back goals for the first time tonight. Laddams. Look at Natanui. Straight down the throat of Gaff. Straight down the throat of Kennedy. 27th on the all-time AFL, VFL goal kickers list. And he adds another one. There's Josh Kennedy. He's got 3.
Poor players sitting on top of him. Dersma was the other. Shuey, soft hands, this time to Ryan. Finish it off. Liam kicks towards goal. Front spot Kennedy. Liam unselfish. Kennedy kicks. Kennedy goes.
Forced him to come back to where the ball originally was and hopefully force that long kick up the line.
And there it is. Eagles by 12. Oh, Natanui
That's the problem.
snatched it, gave it to Ryan. And he delivered on the chest, and Allen couldn't help but take the mark. Look at that. The Eagles machine. They're fully loaded deep here on the Allen kick. Kennedy, Darling, Ryan at the front. Oh, Darling's got it anyway.
Kennedy in the end.
That's Kennedy.
Redden gets the ball to Duggan.
He's had a good last 10
Down
minutes.
the line, there's a couple here. Well done, Darling. Just put a good enough block not to draw the umpire's ire. 660th career goal. He comes in. He knows this ground like the back of his hand, and as easy as you like, he caresses it through from the boundary line for goal number 660. Well done, Josh Kennedy, superstar. Long up the line. Oh, beautifully judged by Darling. Gets it across to Kennedy, strolls into the open goal and puts it right through the middle. That was magnificent champagne football from the Eagles. So Natanui versus McAvoy. CJ. Oscar Allen at the front was great. Guess who? Gaff grabs it again. Gets the ball down to Williams, who's really shown a bit today. Darling, that was a spectacular pickup. Beautiful play. And look at the kick. Hits Kennedy, lace out on the chest.
Close to the line. Evidence kick. And there's, look at the Eagles. There's 5 of them ganging up. Gaff. This time there's no problem. And Kennedy takes the mark in the pocket, which was the last season. He was averaging more than 3 goals a game. He's an incredibly consistent player, and what a star he still is, Josh Kennedy. Everyone is watching Tim Kelly at the moment as the Eagles probe first in the second term. Butts made the spoil, but in a flash, it's Kennedy kicking his second goal.
Kennedy's going to try and make his move. He does now, and it's going to go in that direction. Kennedy's got to run and jump at it. It was a good bit of footy craft. He worked Taylor off the football. Goes at about 70-odd%, and you can see why. He didn't need 2 looks at it, Josh Kennedy. And now the Eagles are back in front.
Thatcher, just a little overzealous. Petrocelli, he's been busy. Takes it and sends it in. Kennedy wants to sit. Hands to it and took it on the way down. What a wonderful player he is. Usually such a good set shot. He starts it right and just drifts it back through magnificently.
Jack, get out, play on. 3 intercept marks already for Floston. Deep inside, Rewald's got the position here. And for football generally, lots of money raised there. Buy a beanie if you can help. Natanui threw it on the boot. Kennedy in a one-out contest. And what he did then was protect the drop zone of the footy.
Wants to go, he eventually does. Really composed Luke Foley. Wide to Duggan. And here he comes. Big JK. Oh, bang. He is on song. Shannon Hearn generates something here for the Eagles. Get this big crowd really fired up. Long ball in for Big JK. A real craftsman when it comes to these sort of set shots. Play on the call. The crowd will tell the story. West Coast get the first of the final turn. Edwards. Now just get it and go. Elliot Yeo does exactly that. Liam Ryan gets it out the back. What's he got here? The flyer. Left foot ball and he hits Kennedy. Jeez, didn't carry the distance. Doesn't matter. Since the 12-minute mark of the second quarter, what's the champ got? He bends it. He bends it. He bends it through. West Coast hit the front.
Cordy in the end gets it wide. Boundary line will be a good result for them. Not so for the Eagles. Shepherd round the corner, high ball. Up over the top went Darling. Duray through. Nat Nui, the bigger player there, took him on. Good handball. Ryan composed for a kick that went 7.5 metres to Kennedy. So Kennedy with a relatively easy one. And that's the one the West Coast Eagles needed.
Kelly, can he get involved? Little tap onto Redden was clever. Redden delivers inside 50. Big collision there from Gardner and Kennedy. Roving, snap, goal, West Coast. Lovely kick from Petrocelli.
Couldn't bring it down, and the desperation of Rampy. He just got a fingernail on it. Feed forward is good. Cripps, he's got Kennedy short. It's bending, and it's just worked back in time. They get their second.
Straight away you can see the ball not really gaining any sort of ground along the ground, and a couple of failed attempts to soccer, and then Mackay gets claimed and sacked immediately by Kennedy. He and Jack Darling both on 30 goals each this year. Hard to get purchase, get balanced and get enough distance on the kick, but if anyone was going to do it, it's Josh Kennedy. It's a crowd of the house ahead. There's some good targets, and Kennedy gripped on and wasn't letting go.
He's looked good. He's evergreen now, Josh Kennedy.
Kennedy and Darling both holding their ground at the top of the goal square. Yeo with that brute strength and cleverness. Off to Natanui, and there they are, fully loaded. Josh Kennedy can walk one through.
At the drop, able to gather, straight, and a good vision as well across to Waterman. Another one of those inclusions. Kennedy working hard, and he'll reel it in. About 40 out from goal. 32 goals for the season for the Eagles spearhead back in the side this afternoon. And that's what the Eagles fans have seen time and time again. Kennedy with a set shot finish.
Targets Cripps and they keep on going. Waterman for a third time. This time uses Langdon. And he tries to edge forward again, but Kennedy takes over. And kicks a lovely long running shot for goal, which has gone through for another West Coast goal.
Came hard at the ball and then went and won it at ground level. Just a little fumble. Now Kelly sticks it in the Kennedy direction. There's a beautiful hands. Let's see if he's right. It's coming back. Had a bit of Kernahan about it. Straight through the middle.
And Natanui able to get involved and see if the Eagles can get set up as Gaff plays it wide to Cripps, who's been one of their more dangerous forward half players in the past month or so, and he delivers to Kennedy. Had a knee injury during the game last week, but still managed to kick 2 goals. Around he goes off the left boot, gets it all together, Josh Kennedy. He's a big game player.
Inside the centre square, he is playing in there at the moment, so Banfield's actually gone to Gaff on the wing as well.
Natanui blast. Ryan didn't get access, but this man in the middle just stood where he usually stands.
Petrocelli.
Darling on the open side.
Kennedy wanted it. They go to Darling. Well spotted. Kennedy will do the roving. And off the left. Snap it for another goal. There's just a kick in it in Derby 53.
That was out of bounds. 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 Can't be. It can't